Now, I'm probably not going to need to ask you guys if this has ever happened to you because it happens to anybody who wears a button-up shirt. You get all ready to go, you want to look bad without that tie, but you end up with a sloppy placket, and because it's not standing upright, you just look like a dud. So how do we fix that? So step number 1 out of the 3 is going to be completely free, and all that it requires is your iron. You're just going to take your shirt, and you're going to just add a little bit of extra iron, little oomph to the collar to make sure that it stands up straight. Get it right up on the placket. Now you can also buy things like spray-on starch and things like that to keep the collar upright, but I will say this method needs to be done every time you wash the shirt, so it may be a bit of a chore, as well as the excess heat and use of starch can end up wearing down your placket over time. So it is free, but at what cost? Now we're moving on to method 2, and this is just using a magnetic collar stay or finding some double stick tape. And what you're going to do is just have the collar. You can just put the double stick tape underneath the tabs of the collar, or what you can do is also just put in the metal collar stays with the magnet, and that's also going to help. And what is happening here is the collar itself is being pinned up against the shirt, so the collar is keeping the placket up straight. It's not going to be a perfect look, but it is going to look better than just letting it all just flop there. Now, like the first method, this is going to have to be done every time you go to wear the shirts. You can't wash your shirts with the collar stays in. You can't just keep the double stick tape on or it'll get gummy on your shirt. You can't have that happen. So you're going to have to do it every time, and it's going to cost you a little bit of money. Now, moving on to option 3. If you have a little money and time to invest, this is going to be the most permanent and I would say precise way of keeping your placket upright. Now, the next option is the best option in my opinion, and that is going to be the $1 Million Collar. This little guy is literally a collar stay for your placket, and it's super simple to install. All you're going to do, you're just going to take a seam ripper from where the placket meets the collar and take apart the stitching, only about 3/4 of an inch of the way. Then, once you have that all undone, just take the $1 Million Collar and slide it down the placket, making sure that the L shape is sticking up past the placket into the collar. Then with that all stuck there, you might need to add a pin at the bottom. You just slide everything back up into the collar and restitch it with a matching thread. Now, I've had the $1 Million Collar in a couple of my shirts for a few weeks now, and I've had no problem laundering it. It always stays in place, as well as if I ever do want to wear a tie, it's never a problem having it buttoned up and just throwing on a tie. It hides well, lays cleanly against your chest. So if you have a little bit of time and money to invest in fixing this problem and finding a solution, I would highly recommend the $1 Million Collar. So if you are interested in installing these or having me or your tailor install them yourselves, you can check out the link down below. I'll have them there where you can buy yours. And that's it for the installation and the kind of review on this product. And that's it with the installation and review. Definitely a 2 thumbs up from me on how it performs and how it looks. And just like I say in all the videos, guys, if you have any questions on how to install the $1 Million Collar or any of the other methods I brought up in this video, just shoot me a question or write a comment or message me on any other social media platforms that I'm on. You can find me there and I will be sure to respond back to you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you here soon.